Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 17th of May 2019. Thanks for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today and to be able to do this daily tarot reading for you. I'm using the Mystical Tarot for this reading, which is a very kind of Renaissance based deck. I think it's really beautiful. So let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of and what the energy is all about. So we've got the Ace of Cups, we've got the High Priestess, and we've got the Ten of Wands. The Ace of Cups we've had recently. We've had that a couple of days ago, and it was in reverse and it was giving you energy. This one is very different. Here we have a dove, and it's kind of dropping this, I don't know what they're called, palette thing, into the cup, and we've got a cross on it, and the vertical line represents spirit, and the horizontal line represents the physical world. And this is where spirit and the world meet. And the place where spirit and the world meets is a place of love and purity and joy. We've got this kind of seahorse in the cloud there, and those, I don't know about you, and I don't know what the symbol is supposed to mean, but seeing little seahorses when you're snorkeling brings me a lot of joy. When I was a kid and we went snorkeling, I saw them, and they're just wonderful little animals, and they're the kind of things that prove that we live on a miraculous planet. Once you've seen one of these little seahorses underwater, or you see a rainbow, or you get caught up in a hailstorm, or you go to the beach and swim in the ocean and you're just rocked by the waves, you realize that, yes, we live on a physical 3D dimension, but there's magic and there are miraculous things happening to us every day. And spirit and the physical world intersect every day. And when they intersect, wonderful, positive, loving, miraculous things happen, because the building blocks of the universe, the higher self, the higher power, spirituality, whatever you want to call it, is love. So whenever love gets involved, something positive comes out of it. So we've got this cup being handed to you out of the clouds. It's just coming out of the clouds, free of charge, being hand delivered to you. It might as well be on a silver platter, and it's overflowing with water. And water represents love and positive feelings, and being imaginative and creative and intuitive, psychic, nurturing, loving, family-oriented, insightful, compassionate, empathetic. All of the things that you would want your ideal partner to be. And this cup is being delivered to you and to everyone else, so it brings out the best in us on this day. And even the landscape down here is filled with beautiful water lilies. And then these mountains are blue. They look like water as well. And then this lake. So you can't really tell where the earth starts and the water ends, because it's all blue. It's all feeling. It's all emotion. And it's really, really pure. So it's a very romantic card that says that the essence of love is with you today, and you feel that strongly. And when you vibrate at the frequency of love, then you attract things that bring more love into your life, and you attract people who are loving into your life, and you have a very different experience than if you were vibrating at the frequency of envy, for instance. Today you embody love. It's overflowing. It's just coming out of you. It's pouring out the sides, and that's going to have a positive effect on your life. What you put out, you get back. The High Priestess is the second card of the Major Arcana, and she's like the oracle. She knows everything. She has every answer to every question that's ever been asked in this book of hers. She sits on this throne and she has access to all knowledge. She's passive. She doesn't take action. She doesn't judge. She just provides the answer. You can see the yin yang there. It's perfect balance between male and female. We've got the moon there on top of her crown. A crescent moon, which is about new beginnings, and often the moon represents fear in the tarot, but it doesn't represent fear here. It represents using information to grow and to start something new and to reach towards something higher. If you look at the two, it's a doorway, and this is a doorway as well that she's blocking, and it's the lack of information that's blocking the doorway. So once you have your answer, you can go through and you can be on your merry way. And the answer comes to you via your feelings today. So if you want to know if this is the right project, if this is the right person, if this is the right way to proceed, then check with your inner High Priestess. Her energy is very strong as well today, and she sits there, and these are the Akashic records. And this isn't just love. I also mentioned that it was spirituality, this vertical line, and it was intuition and imagination and intuitive psychic ability. So if something's unclear and you need to find the answer, then by going inwards rather than outwards, you're going to find your answer and you're going to find a way forward. The solution to your problem lies within. The answer to the problem or the way over or around the obstacle is within you, is inside you, and all you need to do is close your eyes to get the answer. If you go outside into the world to try and figure things out through a process of elimination, you're going to become incredibly bogged down. You're going to become overwhelmed, and you'll use the entire day to try and figure things out rather than on a kind of practical level, rather than just feeling your way forward. So here we've got a doorway that's being blocked by the High Priestess. Once you ask her, is this the way forward? And you get yes, she just goes poof and disappears, and all you have left is a doorway that you can skip on through. If you and that's a very humble way of doing things. You have to be teachable, you have to be receptive, you have to be calm, and well, you don't have to do anything, but if you want to progress today, the way forward is to be calm, to go within yourself and to say, what is it that I need to know, and could you please give me the answer to this question that I have? And because you're overflowing with water and love and all of this wonderful energy, the answer will pop into your mind, or you'll feel what the answer is, and you'll be able to move forward. If you try and resolve it in a masculine, practical way by saying, okay, I'm going to ask other people what their opinions are, I'm going to do research, I'm going to see what I did in the past and what my experience tells me, then you're wasting your entire day and you're creating a block. This is the opposite of a doorway. It's something that you could put in front of a doorway to block anyone moving into it or through it. So don't try and be in charge so much today. Don't try and figure things out by attacking them, by using your normal way of getting through obstacles, by bulldozing through them, by taking action, by being independent, by just saying, I can do everything by myself. I am going my own way. I don't need support. I know what I'm doing. You're going to find that exhausting today, and you'll be hanging on this door and you'll be wondering, what am I doing? I'm like banging my head against the wall and I'm not getting anywhere. And what's much easier is if you just stay present in the day. She's passive, remember? She doesn't do anything. She just sits there. And you just take a moment to be calm and present, and you resist the urge to fix everything and to run around and give orders and be independent and build and all of that stuff. And instead, you go within and you receive, and your problems, she goes poof, so does this, poof. And what you're able to do is you receive the answer or the way forward or the message or whatever it is that you're missing. You receive what you need by being teachable, by being calm, by trying to listen to your inner self. You'll get the answer. You'll be able to walk on through this doorway to your happy place. And behind her is a giant lake filled with love and intuition and imagination and joy. So go, be humble, love, go and play in the lake with your partner or doing what it is you love to do. Don't try and figure it out all yourself. You'll feel that it's a massive burden. And you can't think your way through the day. You can only feel your way through the day. You can only make progress by being passive and not active. And that sounds counterintuitive, but by letting yourself be guided and held by the hand, that's the way you're going to progress, rather than pushing your way through and refusing help and being masculine and driven. You just allow yourself to be led, and you allow the answers to kind of arise and bubble up inside of you. And that's the way you're going to have the most loving, positive, amazing experience today that will give you all the answers. Also, on a practical way, it's like being on a holiday. If you just say, okay, all I have to do is sit there and be passive and let someone lead me by the hand and guide me, hooray, I don't have to do anything. I just have to say, I am teachable, I don't have all the answers, and I will be led to a happy place. Instead of, I'm the smartest, I'm doing everything myself, I'm working, I'm carrying all these sticks, and I'm going to make it happen myself, and then you don't get anywhere. That's a much harder option. So just forget about hard work and just refuse to do hard work today and let things come easily and naturally, and you're going to have the best day ever. It's good training as well to become teachable and to listen instead of just talk all the time, and to be quiet instead of making a lot of noise. Number-wise, we've got 1 and 2 is 3. And 10 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4, and 4 is structure, security, and stability. So you find structure and security and stability within yourself by being open to love and by receiving that energy. Not by building something that is kind of half-assed and that can't stand up on its own. Have a wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology. The astrology chart is a snapshot of who you are. It shows me what your life purpose is, where you've been in past lifetimes, what your vocational aptitudes are, what your strengths and weaknesses are in any area of your life. Love, money, health, travel, education, work. If you have any questions, I can answer those. I just need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth to draw up the chart. If you don't have the time of birth, order a chart rectification with me. It's a process where I work out your time of birth and I can then draw up the chart. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.